Hello, my name is Josias. Today we're going to be talking about my career choice. My career choice is music performance, and as a music performance major, I'm required to audition for different symphony orchestras. I do have to perform live. I do have to, practice playing my instrument and travel a lot. I remember the day when I decided to be a music major. We were in the second semester of my junior year in high school, and we had just finished playing with the Region 19 Orchestra. And I remember that I felt such a rush of adrenaline come over my body, and I loved hearing the rounds of applause that the audience would give us because it made me feel so accomplished. So I ran straight towards my teachers after the concert, and I told them that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And obviously teachers they're gonna be so happy with whatever you choose to be as whatever major you want. But this was something really different. It was something that I've kind of been always wanting to do since I was little, but I just, never, faced it head on. But it's something that I've always wanted to do in my life, whether I was battling with it or not. Educational requirements that you are going to need your bachelor's degree in music, or music theory, or music performance, if that's what you want to do as your career choice. I know that in your sophomore year in college, you are going to have to uh, play your repertoire in front of a panel of judges. So, what a repertoire is a list of music that you decided to play, and that's what you're going to be playing in front of the judges. Now, the judges will decide if you're going to be moving on towards your junior year in college or if you're going to be forced to choose a different career path. And it's something that, I've kind of never wanted to do, but it's something that I'm going to have to face eventually. So you're probably wondering, where are my career locations at? So every single city or major city in the US has a symphony orchestra. So I live in Pasadena, but there's a Houston Symphony. There's also the Galveston Symphony. It just totally depends. You don't really have to travel, but let's say if I want to go to the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, obviously I would have to move over there. So I would always be open minded with relocating depending on what's gonna be going on and if it's gonna be what's best for me. I know that the salary for music performance majors is about $36 an hour. Now, if you would ask me if I would be able to live my desired lifestyle, my answer would be yes. Just because I would have enough money to support my own family and my family that I have now, because the minimum salary, according to the reality check assignment that we did have, was $93,000. And the average salary is going to be about $101,000. So, yeah, I could totally live my desired lifestyle comfortably. Just because I would also stay here in Houston, just because, my friends and family are all here. So, yeah. So if you would ask me what's a typical day of work, I would say, just sit down at home and take out your instrument and practice for about 5 hours if you'd like, or longer or shorter, totally up to you. I know for a fact that if for work, if it's just a regular rehearsal for us, you are going to be just wearing just a regular shirt and regular clothes, totally fine, very keep it casual. But if it's a performance, you are going to have to be wearing a black suit for the guys, obviously, for a black suit and a white shirt. And then for the girls, it would be a black skirt all the way down and a black shirt. Just because those are the dress codes. If I would say if there are any rules about this, about being at a performance or a rehearsal, you kind of don't want to have your phone on you just because cell phones are a really big distraction and can cause so much, um, so much mess that you could just they'd probably just kick you out, honestly. If you would ask me if you're able to find a job before you graduate college or after you graduate, The answer to both is yes, you can find a job before or after you graduate from college, but they just don't recommend you getting a job as a music performance major before you graduate, just because it's going to be a lot of music that you're going to have to be learning. So you're going to be learning that music, you're going to be learning the music from school, and separate stuff, gigs that the school's going to be giving you, etc. I would totally not do it if it was up to me, but if it's up to you, yeah, you could totally do it if you think you can manage everything. Um, you can totally find employment even after you graduate, but it's not going to be easy because you're going to be like going up against all the musicians across the world. So one of the questions that are being asked is I have to discuss with you guys like why I want to begin my career with this certain company or organization. So I wrote that I've always wanted to be a part of this specific orchestra was because I love the feeling when they would perform when I was a little kid. It felt kind of like magic, and it was something that I've always wanted to do. I also want to become like someone who gets to inspire people and get them to, be like, oh, I want to become a music major as well. The Houston Symphony is a group of one of the most talented musicians across the world. A lot of people from the globe are super excited. They come all the way around just to come here in Houston, just so that they can have a chance to audition. And so I'm just like, being a part of it would be even bigger. The company or the orchestra is just right here, located right here in Houston, Texas. I would describe some of the applying process and everything, but I just can't because their requirements to be an applicant changes every year because you do have to set up a specific repertoire. I just couldn't find anything because of COVID, so they haven't been able to, update their requirements. But yeah, this is my video. My name is Josias. I play viola and I want to become a music performance major.